Hey there guys, how's it going? It's Afraid-Not, and today I've got a Black Ops 3 video, and as you could tell by the title, I'm going to be talking about what Treyarch have done by putting weapons into the supply drops. And if you've been following me on Twitter over the last couple of days, you'll know that I'm not very happy about it. As it was pointed out to me quite a few times, I'm going to actually believe that I'm probably in the minority where thinking that this is a terrible idea. I think that I'm in the minority by saying that I think that weapons in supply drops are a bad thing. Now, I know I see it all the way over the internet, a lot of people making videos saying that it's complete bullshit, but let's talk about the general public. The general public will love that shit, and me being a hardcore Call of Duty fan, you might say, I just hate the idea of, I think it's not just weapons being in supply drops, and I've already had this subject on my channel many times, but it's the RNG loot side of it. It's not like that I can go onto a game and purchase a gun which I want to play with. I have to sink in hundreds, or tens or even hundreds of pounds into just rolling for this one piece of gear that I want, and it is absolutely disgusting. It is, a lot of people are saying that it's pay to win. I don't generally believe that it's pay to win as much as what Advanced Warfare is, but there is a pay to win element in it. Now, you're not going to be getting these weapons. If you do and you've got a video to prove it, I would love to see it, but I don't think you're going to be getting these weapons in normal crypto key opening supply drops. I just don't think that. I think you're only going to be able to get these weapons via paying money, and a lot of people I've spoken to have spent so much crypto keys, including myself. I mean, I'm 10th prestige level 85 or something, so you can imagine how many supply drops I've opened over the last 3 months, and I've got nothing. Like, I've got a bit of camo, sometimes an epic camo drops, not that often, let's be honest. But I haven't had any of the melee weapons ever since they've been released, and I've opened, as I say, so many supply drops over, well, even since that they come out, and it's just, I haven't got anything like that, which is fine. I can accept that. I accept the fact that I'm just not, maybe it's just my RNG luck, I mean, I get really bad luck on Destiny, but although on Destiny I don't actually have to pay for it. I mean, that's where it is for me. It is, a lot of people will say pay to win this, pay to win that. I will never play a full pay to win game. I actually like Blacklight Retribution when it come out, when it become a case of, you have to pay, £8 or something to have the best gun in the game. I thought, you know what, I'm out. I'm not playing that. It's not the type of game that I want to be in. It's not like I can't afford £8. It's just that I don't want to be in that kind of game where you've got to pay for an attachment or whatever. But yeah, it's kind of irrelevant in this case. But RNG loot, for me, is just disgusting, and it's a way for this game and Activision to cream money out of everyone. Everyone who I seem to speak to at the moment seems to support this, and I don't get it. I don't get why people support this decision by Activision to put RNG loot in. Now, I don't mind. I've said it from day one, like from the Peacekeeper from Black Ops 2 was a gun that I got with the DLC, and although that is kind of, yeah, it's a little bit shady, it's kind of acceptable because I can buy that gun. I can buy the DLC, get the gun, whatever. And the same in Call of Duty Ghosts. I can go in there, I can actually buy the weapon, the Ripper, whatever it was. And I think I can't remember the other name of it, but the Ripper was actually quite powerful. And that was kind of pay to win because the Ripper literally was great in any situation that you had. So, but I had that option. I had that option to go on there and actually buy the gun that I wanted. Now, what if I want this M1 Grand gun or MX Grand gun that they've now released? I mean, this thing looks like an absolute beast, and I know a lot of people are going to be saying, well, a lot of people have said that it is balanced, and for it to be balanced, it's complete bullshit. It shouldn't be balanced. It should be so underpowered. It's ridiculous how underpowered this gun is, and it probably is. Who knows? I mean, I don't think anyone's really had hands on for it, but from what I've seen, it's a 2 to 3 hit kill pretty much at any range. So I mean, that is going to compete with guns. Now, if I get killed by a MX Grand at any range and I'm using any gun, I'm going to feel cheated. You know why? Because I haven't paid to be able to get that gun. I'm not going to be able to have that gun in any situation, so therefore someone who's used that gun against me, I feel like they've had an advantage on me, because I can't then switch out my loadout and then use the same gun they've got and play the same tactics. It just doesn't work like that, because I haven't paid money, so therefore I can't compete in that situation. I know it's kind of a little bit obscure, my little analogy there, but you can see what I'm saying. It's going to drive me absolutely up the wall being killed by a gun that I haven't actually paid to roll for. The whole thing is actually quite bad. It's like me going into a car shop, and then the car salesman says to me, here's your car, you can have the car, but if you want a radio inside, you've just got to buy a raffle ticket and we might install one for you if you get the correct numbers. Obviously, the more tickets you buy, the more chance you've got of getting a radio in your car. I mean, come on, what other industry gets away with this? And I remember seeing a tweet from Treyarch, I don't know if it was Mr. Vonderhaar or someone else, I can't remember exactly, it was quite a long time, it was about sort of May, June sort of time, and they said that yes, the supply drops are in the game and it is only going to be cosmetic. And at the time, I suppose that they probably wasn't lying. Is that not false advertising? Would I have bought a game that had paid RNG with the possibility that I could roll for a gun to have a little bit of an advantage over someone else? I don't know really, because Call of Duty at that time was really a sore subject for me, coming through, you know, a year of not playing it because of Advanced Warfare being so bad, and obviously the year before that being Ghosts equally as bad, you know, and I was all sort of hell-bent on not buying this COD. It was only until I got the beta that I really wanted it, and maybe it's more for me, maybe it's my fault for not seeing through the bullshit. I mean, it's happened so many times. It's like that ex-girlfriend you have, you know, and it's like, she's a complete nutter, she keeps telling you she's changed, you keep going back to her. Whose fault is that? Well, it's yours at the end of the day, because, you know, a leopard never changes his spots, and I'm just annoyed at myself, I think, that I haven't seen through the bullshit. People will say and do whatever they want just to get money, and money's the devil of this world.